for when buying furniture?
Are you looking for something more stylish,
Something functional?
more affordable?
How about sustainable? In a world that is increasing focus on going green, we recognize that you, Target, already has quite a few sustainable efforts in place, but we really feel that you could be doing more. Through the proposal of this new bamboo furniture line, ecobee, we feel that this is exactly what Target needs to set itself apart from its competitors and really make it become a leader in sustainable business practices.
So first off, we'd like to cover what sustainability really is and why it's important to think of in a business. Well, as the EPA defines it, it truly is creating and maintaining conditions in which humans and nature can exist and in productive harmony, and that permit fulfilling the social, economic, and other responsibilities for the future and present generations. So why is it important for the businesses to look out for the future? We need to look out for any type for the environment and how that our operations are going to impact that. And it really needs to be a part of the business core. So looking at it, we really need to look at the triple bottom line, which is the people, planet, and profit, and how that is going to affect the company as a whole, looking out for both the social responsibilities of the company as well as just looking out for the environmental responsibility, making sure that the footprint we leave is going to not impact the future so much, as well as the bottom line of profits. So looking through that, you need to be both strategic and intentional in how you're going to put about the sustainability efforts. And that is very important to the corporate social responsibility of Target in general.
So looking at the current efforts of Target, we recognize that Target already has pretty strong environmental awareness. They have a carbon disclosure project in which they are being really transparent and letting their consumers know about their emission levels, as well as incorporating rooftop solar panels onto their store locations to lower those energy costs. But we do recognize a little bit of lack of brand awareness in the home product category specifically, which is why we chose to focus on this category. We really feel that there's an opportunity here to bring the brand awareness in the home category up to the overall level of brand awareness that Target is so well known for. So looking a little bit at our competitors, we believe that IKEA, Pier 1, and Walmart are the biggest competitors to Target in their home category and more specifically their furniture lines. So in regards to IKEA's current efforts, they have a pretty environmental cotton growing method which requires less water and is a little bit more eco-friendly, as well as the way that they package their furniture for shipping. They ship it out to their consumers for customer assembly, which allows them to use less packaging materials and less shipping costs.
So our overall proposal today is to give you an opportunity to create this product line that we named ecobee, B standing for bamboo. And we believe that this is a perfect opportunity for Target because they can implement this internally without having to jump through any hoops of going through different manufacturers and not knowing exactly what is happening to the products while they are being produced. Target has the power to make sure that they are sustainable and know exactly what's going on with that entire process. So with this product line, we would like to include furniture that is mainly storage focused, knowing that functionality and being able to incorporate that in a home is important to consumers. Having a footrest that also serves as a storage chest is a great way to do this. Other things that we would like to implement, that we suggest that you implement, are chairs, bookcases, end tables, desks, and other accent pieces that are great for the home.
So looking at some of the benefits of bamboo, the first obvious benefit is the durability. People care about that their furniture is going to last. They care what it's made out of. They care that it's not going to get all dinged up. So we really looked at the durability. It's been found time and time again that bamboo is an incredibly strong building material when harvested at a mature stage. So we feel that this is an advantage that it has and would make it a good building material for the new furniture line. Additionally, it regrows really fast because bamboo is a member of the grass family. It's different than hardwoods in that it doesn't need to be harvested at the root level, so it grows back a lot quicker in 3 to 5 years versus 10 to 20 for traditional hardwoods. Next, looking at the natural color variation. There are 1,600 species of bamboo, which allows for a nice variety of colors and styles, which will really bring some variety into the pieces that you can create for the furniture line and eliminate the need for chemical dyes to get the same effect. And then lastly, pesticide-free growing bamboo requires no pesticides if grown in a sustainable manner, which we feel is really a benefit for using the product. We also looked at some of the considerations and concerns. The first one of that is harvesting practices. We recognize that, like any product, there are people that are harvesting this product in ways that aren't sustainable. But we feel that because Target has the power here and it's coming from internal, we're not partnering with a furniture line that already exists, we really have the power to see that we're using sustainable practices every step of the way and making sure that we're working with suppliers that are harvesting their bamboo sustainably. Also looking at scarcity, it has been a concern that the increasing popularity of bamboo has resulted in some scarcity in different areas of the world. Traditionally, bamboo is grown in Southeastern Asia and China, and there has been some concern that the harvesting of bamboo takes away from the native people and the animals that live in the area. So again, with Target having that power, we really think that you have the opportunity and the choice to work with suppliers that are making sure that this isn't happening. And so that kind of ties into, I told you that bamboo grows primarily in Southeast Asia and China, but there also is a growing industry of bamboo being grown right here in the US, in the southern states as well as on the west coast, California, Oregon, and Washington. So we think that that's another opportunity that should Target want to travel that avenue, that there is a market in the US and maybe could help that market grow and reduce shipping costs that way. And lastly, looking at the glues that are used to bind the bamboo fibers to make it a stronger building material. There's a lot of concern with the harsh chemicals that are used in this, and we would recommend making sure that you're looking at the supplier where we're getting our bamboo from and that they're using safe and healthier glues. An example of this is a company called Smith & Fong, and they have a Plyboo is what their line is called, and they use a soy-based formaldehyde-free glue. So we feel that because Target truly does have the power to make sure that this product is sustainable every step of the way, that they can partner with companies like this to get that bamboo in and make sure that they aren't using harsh chemicals and poor harvesting practices.
So after looking at both of the concerns and the benefits of bamboo as a whole when we use it for furniture, we really want to implement this through you guys because it is going to bring about Target's brand awareness more in the home category as far as their environmental awareness products. So this is important to consider because we are dealing with current competitors like IKEA, and just getting their interest, the consumers that are already buying from them, they're going to see that Target is taking sustainability into consideration, and they're going to have interest in coming to Target, as well as consumers that already love our Target brand and that are willing to look into other home products, such as this furniture line. So we believe, seeing that Target's trying to be more sustainable, that the overall profits will increase for Target as more products will be of interest and that they will overall like the approach that Target is taking. So now that we've looked at the what and the why to this product line, we also want to talk about the how. How is this going to be implemented and how do we suggest that you go about this? So looking at it, we considered prices and did a lot of research into how we were going to price the products, how we suggest that you do it. And looking at it, here's an example of an IKEA and a current Target bookshelf, and they are very considerably similar in price. So looking at that, we know that having to consider designing and suppliers as well as distributors, the overall increase in price may be about a 20% increase that we could see in product line, making it very comparable to the threshold line that is already offered, which is a very more affordable option for customers as they see that that'll be something that will attract them in. And using bamboo is going to be a great way to increase the variety of Target because currently there are a lot of plastics, plywood, wood veneers that are used for the products. So this will be a great way to introduce a new opportunity for bamboo.
Okay, so looking at promotions, we created the Ecobee logo for you. And we would like to see the green Target symbol be carried across other sustainable products, across other product lines, to really create a sense of consistency and let consumers know that Target cares about sustainability not only in its furniture, but in a lot of its products, and really kind of make that a little bit more of a signal of sustainability at Target as a whole. Additionally, we propose that you incorporate this eye-catching product tag or something similar on each of the pieces of furniture in the line, just kind of outlining some of the quick facts, benefits of bamboo that consumers can look at the tag and see right away. Oh, okay, these are some of the benefits of buying this product, including its durability, the renewability, and the eco-friendly qualities that bamboo has. We would also recommend that you print these on recycled paper to kind of just follow along with that sustainable mission. We recognize that education is going to be a huge piece of this. Obviously, when you're trying to get consumers to buy anything, but especially something that's a little bit more expensive, we need to let them know why this matters and why they want to choose this product. So we plan to roll out a series of TV commercials to further educate consumers and kind of outline some of the benefits and show them why bamboo is a sustainable product and why they would want to purchase this, as well as promoting customer interaction through the use of social media. So whether that's posting on their own social media pages, posting on Target's social media page, kind of sharing why sustainability matters to them, posting pictures and text, including why they would be interested in buying this product, or once it's implemented, why they have bought the products, to kind of get the discussion going amongst consumers. And then lastly, we propose that you introduce this on the West Coast. And moving in, we feel that this would make the most sense because if Target decides to go with importing bamboo from Asia, it's the least distance for shipping, so it's going to bring those costs down a little bit. As well as if they choose to go with the domestic grown bamboo, this is kind of where that industry's at, and we feel that it would be a good way to tap into the local industries and kind of reach out to people in that area and notify them that, hey, this product is being grown essentially right in your backyard. So we feel that this would be a good direction to take with the implementation of this product line and just kind of going from there.
So we believe that Ecobee is going to be the next best step to making Target a leader in the retail industry and sustainability. Thank you.
Any questions?
Did you look at other furniture product lines at Target? What did they offer?
We looked into quite a few, and there's a large variety of pricing, and a lot of what they offer is
it's a lot of composite, MDF, some wood veneers, a lot of plastics. We didn't see any bamboo that they currently have, at least not that wasn't in like specialty lines, and we're thinking more of a line
recycled,
that's,
or I don't know how they do that, but
I think that some of the MDF is recycled material, but for the most part, I think, traditionally and comparable to, IKEA had a couple bamboo products, but for the most part, a lot of their furniture is, some hardwoods, but a lot of that composite material too.
I think it's a really good idea. Like if Target's really wanting to brand being, sustainable, that's a good step in terms of making their own product line. A possible drawback would be creating a new product line from scratch and testing it in one area, and there's no guarantee that it's going to sell or not. Why would you recommend going from a product line first versus maybe partnering with the company to see if there's a demand and then going with that? And you make perfect sense that if you want to be like the leader, having a product line, I'm just curious as to why not test it partnering with the existing company?
Yeah, I think the biggest piece of this was when we were doing research, people have a lot of concerns about how bamboo products are made. So for example, that bookcase at IKEA was relatively inexpensive, but what we found was a lot of the more inexpensive bamboo is then using extremely harmful chemicals, extremely harmful harvesting practices. So we just felt rather than partnering with something that's already out there and then kind of having this, Target's back here and the producer of the material is here, and then, I feel like maybe they don't have their hands in as much, so they could be held liable for, people will complain about different harvesting practices, and we feel that if Target really has the control, they can say, hey, we're in this every step of the way, oh, you had this complaint about glue? Well, we went there and we know that they're not using this glue. So that was kind of our reasoning behind kind of starting from scratch, just giving Target that control, because there are already bamboo products out there that are cheap and cheaply made, but we don't think that that's the way to start something at Target, because if somebody is going to buy a sustainable product, we don't want to pull the wool over their eyes and say, you know, well, it is sustainable in some sense. We want it to truly be sustainable every step of the way. So we feel that that's the best way for Target to do that and start out strong.
So like a long-term strategy,
Mhm.
just, okay.
But the cost may be a concern. I think you have that under considerations. I mean, I think it's wonderful about being concerned about how bamboo is harvested, scarcity, and definitely the binding. I mean, but that adds to the cost of the product, so.
That's why we were bringing about the idea of already using the products that the bamboo that's being grown in the U.S. already. Just because that is supporting locally grown, and also it's going to, I think the shipping cost is going to be the biggest consideration to look into. So knowing that we're going to start the product line on the West Coast, where in Oregon and Washington, that's where they're really growing this bamboo. So that'll be a great way to reduce costs.
Yeah, and when we researched the pricing,
Yeah.
when we researched the pricing, it was kind of all over the place. We found some bamboo products that were way cheaper, some bamboo products that were significantly more expensive. So we kind of figured probably a middle ballpark for us. I mean, obviously the ones that are cheaper, they're probably doing something that's not particularly sustainable. But I think also the high end, you know, I'm sure that there are ways that costs can be cut to some extent without sacrificing that sustainability. So that's why we kind of said around the threshold line price mark, but anywhere up to like a 20% markup on that is what we estimate.
I also have to say, I love that idea of the logo.
Yeah.
The little green,
It's very nice.
that's a great idea, and if Target's listening, I think that's a great idea for it.
Thank you.
For it, so, I like that. Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.